What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. CoWife.com is almost ready. I mean, we have got like a working, functioning product right now. So we're gonna be going into testing, looking for testers soon, inshallah. But as it is, we are close. So make sure you get over there and sign up before we launch, because that 30% off for life is gone for life when we launch. Abuamerican shop, check it out. Inshallah, 2022, I'm gonna have a bunch more products out. Don't miss it. So, this one is a message to the ladies. And, you know, I don't know if y'all realize how confusing you are to the average man. But the average man can learn from this also. But ladies, I want you to really stop and think when you say certain things and when you behave a certain way. You really have to like be introspective, because a lot of times you're not. What?
Like what?
I'm gonna get into it, my niggas. Slow down.
I feel attacked.
So, y'all always want a guy to give you his time and his attention, and you want it to be quality also. But at the same time, you want a guy to be successful. And a lot of y'all say you don't care about a guy's success or whatever else, but then you make these like crazy stipulations in your mahar, you know, 50,000 mahar. Well, a non-successful guy's not gonna have a $50,000 mahar. It's just not gonna happen unless he's staying in his parents' house and saving his McDonald's paycheck for the next 20 years and not spending a dime, because he ain't even making that in a year. So he's gonna spend like 5 years saving that up so he can get your mahar. So don't say you don't want a successful guy. Any guy that can pay the mahar that most of you sisters are requiring is gonna take a lot of money, a lot of resources to stack up, or he's gonna have to have resources or a good, you know, amount of resources in terms of his income in order to borrow the money. Because some guys actually do that. They go out and they borrow money so they can marry you women. Imagine, he got that hoo-ha on payments. Mashallah, sister, you better make it worth his while. You better turn it up, because he's making payments, okay? So, brothers out here got hoo-ha on installments. What is going on? Almost done.
Wow.
So anyway, listen, guys, don't.
It's not worth.
No, it's not. It's not. Guys, don't go into debt to marry some sister. Do not do it. If she is happy with accepting that, she is happy with destroying you. So don't do it. Because loans is just, even if you can get a riba-free loan, it's just making you a prisoner to debt. You become a prisoner to that debt. And remember, at any time she can get a wild hair up her rear, get her underwear tied in a knot, and just say, I want to go back to my parents' house, and disappear on you. And you're stuck with the debt and not the wife.
I mean, after a few months, the honeymoon phase is done anyway.
Yeah. So this is the message to the guys. So don't be going out getting these women on no debt. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes
or
she
selling
might,
something.
Yeah, she might stick around. Then you're stuck with the debt and the wife, because she might be a miserable woman. Okay. So, and that's worse than being stuck with the debt. But anyway, back to you sisters. So I don't think you realize that you don't know what you want. When you say, I want, you know, a man's attention and his time, and I mean, nobody says that outright. Y'all are like, why don't you talk to me, this, that, the other, yada, yada. Because I get this too. There's women out there, they want me to marry them, and they're like, you know, I'm like, hey, I'd be interested, you know, this, that, the other. And I'm, you know, I express some degree of interest, you know, but it's like they want my full time and attention. But you can't be successful and give her all your time and attention. It's one or the other. It's rarely both. The man, when he has time for you, then of course he needs to give you some quality time. But when he doesn't have that time, that's because he's busy doing stuff that makes him successful, right? Here's what's happening, and you have to understand this as women. You want everything because you used to have it all. When you were young, you were in school, and you know, nobody was doing anything but going to school, and you were just free mixing in schools because that's what they do. And so you had a bunch of dudes who are technically bums, kids, because that's what kids are. They're bums. They live in their parents' house, you know, and they don't pay rent. Rightfully so. You know, they're being raised. But that's just the reality. Kids are bums. And so he's a bum. And so what does he have? He has nothing but time to give you, because he doesn't have to work to pay rent. His dad does that and his mom does that if they both working or whatever else. I don't, you know, for all you equalists out there, mom and dad are busy. Mom's running the house, Dad's making sure the house stays their house. And the kid has nothing but time to give you attention. When you grow up, real life hits. Guys chasing success because he knows intrinsically somewhere, instinctively, he knows that if he doesn't have anything to offer a woman, he's not going to get a woman. So he makes sure he's busy so that he has something to offer a woman. Because y'all women want 50,000 mahars, and he's been hearing this like for a while from all his older homies. What happened is he made the transition to adulthood, but you didn't. Now you expect that pubescent, teenage, adolescent attention from an adult who needs to make life work. And it doesn't work like that because he doesn't have time to just sit around and give you his time and attention. He has to work. Unless, of course, he's like, you know, trust fund baby.
Average.
Yeah,
average
mom and dad,
guy.
you know, got a whole bucket ton of money, you know, and they just gave it to him. And so he doesn't have to do anything other than just go around being rich. But that's not the average person's life. So, sisters, what you need to do is make the transition to adulthood. Because a lot of you are still running around like pubescent girls, like teenage girls, believing that you're still in high school. And it doesn't work like that. You don't know what you want. You don't know if you want a guy's attention or you don't know if you want a successful guy. And if you get a successful guy's attention, then understand that it's not constant and it's not consistent because he has to make sure he stays successful. Hold on, this guy back here acting goofy. Let me go ahead and smoke this clown. Hit the gas pedal, bye! Yeah, everybody, I look at my BMW like you think this thing is slow. Oh, who this guy think he is? Hold on. I'm gonna pause, I'll be right back. Okay, I love how this thing gets up to like 240 in an instant. Ha! You weren't expecting that, were you? So anyway, make sure you know what you want. Because saying you want a successful guy and he's gonna be, you know, head over heels for you and all that type of stuff, yeah, he can be head over heels for you, but that doesn't mean he's gonna display it in the way you want to see it.
Because probably what success for a guy and what success for girls is different.
Okay, but
and then
does that matter?
Yeah, I don't know, because sometimes we want hardworking men.
Yeah.
And then we didn't realize that they don't have time for us. Yeah, that's what hardworking men are.
Yeah. But see, yeah, you bring in a point. Like, okay, I accept that men and women have different perspectives on what success is. But it doesn't matter if you want that man because his idea of success is what actually brings about success. You see? Because whether the female version of success is going to 100% overlap with the male version of actual success. Yeah, you thought you was fast, didn't you? Oh, you see, he's got the ST, 265 horsepower. I smoked him. 265. That's what he's got under the hood, and I still smoked you. So anyway, that's why he's like over there, like, what the heck? That's why he's driving like next to me, like, what kind of car is that? It just looks like a regular BMW. No, Sonny. So yeah, there's gonna be overlap in what the male success is and the female success is. Male success is the work. Female success, in that sense, is the lifestyle that comes from the hard work. Meaning, so he's got the nice house, the nice car, the world trips, this, that, the other, all the stuff that women like, all that bling bling, extra shiny, glittery stuff. That's why I like birds go out and they get the glittery stuff, you know, and they put it in the nest for the females. It's the same thing with humans, you know. So the glitter is her success, but the mining the gold is his success. So.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever? Is it a lot of women that ask for a successful man, or
almost all of them,
or they want hardworking men? Because that's mostly I heard hardworking man.
Okay, but a hardworking guy doesn't mean he's successful.
Yeah,
a lot of guys work hard and he's not successful. And when they ask for these large mahars, and we don't find sisters out there asking for anything but large mahars recently. It's the norm, not the exception. You know, then what do they want? They want a successful guy.
They want a rich guy.
Yeah, most
Basically.
successful guys, even if they're like one of those e-commerce guys that just, killing it, he still got to work hard. He still got to do his stuff several hours a day. Even if it's not a full 8 hours, he still has to work intensely for those few hours a day. So no matter what, he's gonna be a hardworking guy. He's always gonna be like, all successful guys are generally hardworking, but not all hardworking guys are successful. That's why we got the ditch diggers out there, and they ain't riding, the Mercedes AMG Rocket, So yeah. So ladies, know what you want. You want to add anything that's not goofy?
That's not goofy, no. Is it goofy?
You're a woman. Of course, you always got something goofy to say.
Yeah. What, yeah? Yeah, I don't know.
All right. I'm out, guys. We'll see you on a live. Starlink Live.